Once again, it's your boy Donahue Baker, and I'm back. This time I got Mark John Jefferies himself in the building, actor extraordinaire. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on right now. I know you're doing so many different things.
Oh yeah. Well, right now I'm on a show called City on the Hill on Showtime. It stars Kevin Bacon and Aldous Hodge. We're on season 2 right now. I just got finished shooting a film called Bone Crusher. It's about the film at Boston Film Festival. I'm set to start shooting another film called Fells High, starting in LA pretty soon. Got another movie that I got to finish up called Raising Darius. It'll be coming out soon. Yeah, man, so on the screen I've been working.
Keep doing your thing, brother.
Appreciate
Keep
it.
doing your thing. I definitely got to say, when you first got on my radar, it wasn't even big screen or TV. It was like you did this commercial.
Oh, people
but you was,
I already know what you're talking about.
You was yourself though in the commercial. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Coming out the box having your own joint. How did that unfold?
I went in for the audition.
Yeah.
Initially, it was a young kid with his sister, and they had a bunch of teddy bears lined up, and they were like talking to the teddy bears, showing the teddy bears, like whipping them into shape and stuff like that. And I went and auditioned for that.
And they was
my
like,
actual
this the guy.
little sister. Yeah.
What?
I auditioned for my actual little sister. She's an actress. She won an Emmy. She's the voice of Unique on the Backyardigans.
That's
And we did that joint together. They booked the both of us on set. They're like, he's intelligent. He's so smart. I was like 9, 10 years old.
Wow.
And then before you know it, they reached out about a week later, said, hey, we want to sign him to be the spokesperson of the company. We're going to change the whole schematic.
You killed that.
Yeah,
Because
man.
I just watching TV, and it was just like, it's something about that kid. Years later, I seen you with the Biggie joint, by the way.
Yeah, Notorious.
Yeah, Little C's, and like, you really killed that too. But it's just great to see the rise and the things that you're doing.
Thank you.
What we do on this show, though, we highlight the power moves of people that do things really outside of their main things. I'm a real estate guy, so I definitely talk about building wealth. And what we try to do is show people ways in which they could build wealth, right? So the focus is building generational wealth, and we do it 2 ways: either through real estate or starting a business, right? So do you have a business per se that you're looking to jump on? Maybe you can, share some knowledge if you can. Well, we don't want you to give too much away.
I'm not gonna give too much, you know, but I got a little bit of something. But business-wise, when I was, funny story, I was 11 or 12 years old. No, I was about 9. And my dad and I, we would go to South Carolina a lot, Utahville. And his best friend is like my uncle. His sister lived down there. So every year we would go 2-3 times a year, visit them, stuff like that. It used to be this diner on the side of the road. And we would stop. It was like a Dairy Queen type, but all freshly made stuff. And we stopped one time, we went to order food, and we stood there right at the front of the line for like 10-15 minutes. Waiters, waitresses, nobody helped us. They would just, and then my dad was like, you know what, can I speak to like the owner? And they're like, oh, the owner isn't here. He's like, well, I'm gonna speak to the owner. Call the owner. I want to speak to the owner. So called the owner. It ended up being this older couple that was probably like 80, 90 years old. And my father was like, you see, it's the kind of people you put out of business. Because you see that? You see how we stood here for 15, 20 minutes, they didn't want to help us, and we bought the restaurant. And that was the first time I ever owned anything, and the name of it was Tasty Twirl. And it stayed in the family for a while, but we had like managerial issues, couldn't find anybody to maintain it the right way, so we sold it. Started buying properties, so now we own a bunch of property, different places.
Dope.
I'm in to a certain type of real estate, you know. I'm not going to get into the particulars, but I'm in the real estate. I have my own acting school. I just started an LLC for my son and I, and I got some moves to make with that. But yeah, man, you know, it's one of those things like entrepreneurship, business owning is something that we're not really taught. And it's unfortunate. You got to come across a person in your life, hopefully, that understands that and that you trust enough to help you take that step into that realm.
And for what you do, right? So a little bit about myself. I'm from the entertainment industry as well. Actually, a Grammy-nominated producer. But what I've noticed is that people, when I got my first check, I got a 6-figure check, took that money, put it into real estate. Now, the money slowed up, because you know how entertainment money is. It goes up and goes down.
Yep.
When it went down for me, we got dropped from Sony and label. You know, money was funny. But because I invested in real estate, I was able to kind of have some income coming in. So I commend you. I see that the business mind is there. I see that you really intelligent. We're going to follow up on this, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I just want you to let everybody know how can they follow you, how can they support you, if you have any other projects or anything. You mentioned the earlier projects, but how can they follow you maybe on social media, or if you're doing anything else, how can we support you on what you're doing?
Cool. Well, my Instagram is @KevinHart. No, I was just playing. When I meet certain people, they're like, "You look like Kevin Hart." I'm like, "Nah, I'm a fan from Notorious and the other movies. You got the wrong short black guy." But my Instagram is Mark John J. Mark with a C, JOHN, just the letter J. That's also my Twitter, even though I don't be on it. Just I gotta stay out of trouble saying nothing crazy. Yeah, Mark John J on Instagram. My website is markjohnj.com. That's how y'all can find me. The projects that I got coming out, they'll be posted as they are dropping. And thank y'all for the support.
Awesome. We're going to blast off. Once again, it's your boy A. Donahue Baker. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow me on IG, A. Donahue Baker, on all platforms, and the YouTube channel, A. Donahue Baker as well. We'll see you on the next one. You know what this series is about. People that are doing power moves.